Hi, dear mode. This is testing here. I have deployed my review app to the AWS Cloud Formation and have received two endpoints, the App API endpoint and the auth service endpoint. So these are my lambdas, and the review app stack is my main stack. And I have three custom constructs, the App API and the auth API, as we already studied in the Cognito. And there is a particular construct called the data construct, which only have the DynamoDB table and the initialization of the data to the DynamoDB. That's the basic structure of my application for the endpoints. And these are my endpoints which I received from the AWS. So in the AWS Cloud Formation, let me check. Yeah, this is my review abstract. And in the review abstract, I can see the resources, user pool, or service API, and the app API. And in the gateway resources, API gateway resources, I have, sorry for that. I have two API endpoints like app API and the auth service API. In the app API, I have the endpoints for the CRUD operations, which are get, put, and the post. Here, I don't have the delete as it was not mentioned in the assignment. And this is the complete app API endpoints. And in the auth API endpoints, we have the sign up, confirm sign up, sign in, and the sign out. So let us check these endpoints. And also let me show the DynamoDB table. Yeah, this is my DynamoDB table, and it's named as reviews table. Yeah. And here I have seeded the data. I have 5 data currently here. These are my movie IDs, review IDs, content, review date, reviewer ID, and the review translation for the persistence of the translated reviews. So let us check the APIs. And let me add these URLs to the Postman. So I have added the environment variables. So I can easily use the APIs using these environment variables. Let me save it. Yeah. And let me check my sign up. Yeah, here I'm using the username, password, and the email as the body for the sign up. I'm sending the request, and I can see a 200 response. And I have, let's see, I have received the code. And I need this code to check the confirm sign up. In the confirm sign up, this is my API code, and I'm updating the code. So the username is user A and the code I have given. I'm sending the request. I can see that the user A successfully confirmed with the status code of 200. In the meanwhile, let me check in the pool and in the users. Yeah, I can see the user A with email address has been confirmed. So let me go to the sign in API. And here the username is user A and the password is password, which we given in the sign up itself. So let me check the sign in. Yeah, it's successful with a 200 response, and I got the token. So let me check the cookies. Okay, I have received the token. I'm copying this token and using this token in the JWT token portion in the environment variable. And I'm saving it since I need this token to check my post and put app APIs. So this is my get review portion. And in the get review, as we mentioned in the assignment, let me check the normal review, get review. So I am checking the review which is already in my DynamoDB, and I am sending. And I can see the reviews has been populated. Let me check some which is not in my DB. Okay. Yeah, there's no matching reviews found. So as an optional query parameter, sorry for that. As an optional query parameter, I am giving the review ID. ID equal to this one. Yeah, it's 101. In the one, I have two reviews which are having the review ID 101 and 102. When I check it with the optional query, review ID is equal to 101, and I'm sending it, I get the proper response. So let me go to the translation. Here, the translation, as per the specification, we can see that it's reviews, review ID, movie ID, and the translation language. So I'm using the same one here, reviews, review ID, movie ID, and translation language. So I'm giving you a sample one, and I'm sending the response. Yeah, I can see the translation has been updated. So let me check in the DB as well. Sorry for this one. Yeah, here currently the translation is not updated. Let me refresh it. Yeah, we can see that. And for the corresponding movie ID, review translation has been updated. For checking the persistence, I have added a small template string literal. So if it's from the DB, I can able to find it. So I am sending the request again. I can see that it's from DB. So we can say that the persistence of the translate is also working, since it's an additional feature as requested in the assignment. We can see the repeated request for the translation has been successfully updated using the persistence and caching. Yeah. So I'm moving forward to the next one. Before that, let me check if the language portion is having some invalid queries. Yeah, we can see that it's an invalid language. So let me completely change this one. Yeah, this one is not show it's showing errors. Review not found. Yeah. Let me go to the art movies endpoint. And this one is protected. And I also already updated the environment variable. And in the headers, I can see that I have added the cookie with the JWT token. As you already mentioned in the lectures, I am doing like this. So let me send the response now in the body. I'm giving the movie ID and the content. So I'm sending the response. I can see the review has been added. Let me check the DB. Yeah, here it is. I can see the review ID has been added. So I'm using a particular logic that I'm giving the base review ID as 1. And every time I send the add movie, it will automatically increment by 1. So we check this particular one as well. And also in the reviewer ID, we can see that the reviewer ID has been updated with the username. So let me send the request one more time. Yeah, let me send the request again. Yeah, review has been added. And we can see the review ID has been already also updated. So the auto increment functionality is also working here. And I think from this one, the post is working fine. Only authenticated users can post a review. Yeah, that's working fine. Let me check if the cookie is not given. Yeah, it's unauthorized. So we can say that only authorized users can send, sorry, add a movie in our database. Let me go to the update reviews. The update reviews, we can see updated text for a review, and also additionally, yeah, let me go to this one anyway. Yeah, I'm going to update a particular movie, like which I have added right now. It's 111, and the review ID is 1000. Since it's a user which is already authenticated, 111 and 1000. Fantastic movie. Let me update. Yeah, I can see the review has been updated successfully. Let me refresh this one. Yeah, we can see that it's updated to fantastic movie. Let me try to update some another one. It's not, which is not a particular user which I am currently logged in. So it's 3 and review ID is 104. So I'm sending the request. So we can see that we cannot update the particular movie since it's showing like you are not authorized. It's because we are checking the username as a condition as well, along with the movie ID and the review ID. So these are my endpoints and the sign out. Let me check the sign out as well. I know I'm using the same URL, and we can see the sign out is successful. So as a conclusion, I can say that I have updated the get, post, put, and authentication has been completed as per the lab. Post and put request is working fine. Amazon Translate, I worked on this video, and persistence also working fine. DynamoDB table is as per this design, and I have added a custom construct for the DynamoDB table. Authorization with the restricted review updates also working fine. Yeah, I think Accept the API validators. I have worked on this assignment. I'm still working on the API validators. I will update it. Update it to you. Thank you. Thank you so much.